All right, ladies and gentlemen, Ben Dixon here. Welcome to MLM Monday. Absolutely excited to connect with you here today. We're going to be walking through the marketplace, stats, and when to know to change your messaging here, because we see this all the time. And there's just an interesting part of this discussion of some people who live in just management mode in their business versus others. And so here's the key question. If you're joining the session, go ahead and comment in where you're watching from. If you're watching on replay, say replay and message in where you're watching from. We're at our new showtime here today and looking forward to connecting with each and every single one of you. So what is the topic today? The big topic today is when you look at smaller direct selling companies, startup companies that are in those first 3 years of business, what's the difference between some that just kick butt and take off in the first 5 to 6 months, and others that maybe it's year 2 or year 3 before they get into the magic and stuff actually happens here inside of their company? What's the real difference between those two? And the question I always come back to is the marketplace stats and when to know to change your messaging. And what do we mean by that? Because there's some really good examples of companies that tried stuff for years and then later in life actually achieved and got on the path of the things they wanted to do. One that comes to mind just as an example, someone who's taken a lot longer to 2 to 3 years, is a company named Zurvita out of Dallas, Texas, or out of Houston, Texas. If you look at Zurvita's history, they did everything from cell phones to nutritional products to electricity to then finding a nutritional product, Zeal, that worked for them when they went to $60 million a year and beyond in the space. And I believe that was 5 to 6 years later in their companies before they really hit their stride. And so if you're in a company here that's maybe you're running a direct selling company and you're less than a year old, you may be frustrated, you're less than 3 years old and you're frustrated and you're not getting the results you want, let's walk through a path that's really helped me and helped others in our space of understanding the marketplace stats and when to know to change your messaging. So this is just a really key conversation that is just critical for us to get, is that you can have the best idea, right, of what you believe is the best idea. But all that matters, right, at the end of the day, is how the marketplace votes. And how does the marketplace vote? Well, the marketplace votes with giving you attention. It votes with giving you money, okay? Sales and money is the direct way we count if the marketplace likes what we have to offer, if our messaging is correct, if they're voting with us, they're buying our product, they're becoming retail customers, they're paying and joining, right? So here becomes the question. Many people in a startup direct selling company you may or may not hit the goals that you want to hit for yourself in the first 3 or 6 or 9 or 12 months of the business. And so the question in the beginning always is, well, should we change everything, right? Is it that the messaging is wrong in the marketplace, or have we not shown what we have to enough people, right? That's the paradox, the paradigm. Should we be spending our energy showing what we have to more people, or should we change our messaging? Should we change what it is we're doing? And the temptation, and why we do the show today, the temptation is that you can jump in and change your messaging too often in the beginning without even ever showing it to anyone, right? And so you can sit there in management mode for years inside of a company, being a very small company, struggling and changing all the time, instead of actually going out there and actually sharing it with everybody else. And so what are some of those acceptable rates of return? We get this question all the time where, hey, you just need to start showing this to more people. So here's some of the things I like to measure. One thing I like to measure is warm invites to your presentation video. So we see in companies right now where if that warm invite to a presentation video, if more than 25% of the people fill out the form to go try your product, you are winning, all right? And so something you can do really simply is look at how many prospects have been generated by your company's capture pages, right? And how many of those prospects did indeed become customers. If 25% of the people who opt in on the front end, because these are warm invitations from friends and family members, have gone and purchased on the other side, you usually got your messaging's good, right? You're doing good things there. And so then you want to look at, okay, well, how many people are we actually sharing with, right? Are the people actually taking those actions, right? Now, if your numbers are lower than that, I would ask, why aren't people moving forward? Because they know what they're opting in for on the front end. They're filling out that form and it's a warm invitation with someone who has a relationship. Then maybe there's a big disconnect between what they were expecting on the front end and what they're actually seeing on the back end for why they're not ordering your product and service. It might be how you're displaying price. It might be your actual offer on the inside and what it looks like, or how the ordering feels on the inside of the system. Maybe your ordering process is just really challenging. Or maybe you realize, oh my gosh, 90% of our people are ordering from the phone and it looks great on a computer, but it's horrible on the phone. So grab your device and start tracking how people are interacting with you, right? Really great key piece to look at. Hey, are the majority of people ordering from us on their phone? Then let's check out what it's like to order on the phone. And does that work when you're not on Wi-Fi and you're just sitting here on 3G or 4G, right? These are the things you want to look at, folks. So what else do you do in the marketplace when you know to change your messaging, right? Well, it's try some common hooks. Some of the things that I think that we challenge clients to do all the time is, are you teaching a simple hook for people to be able to share your product and service, right? So as a great example, let's say that you have an educational product, right? Well, can have people ask the question, have you ever considered learning about X, or have you ever considered earning with X, right? Some people have a business that they market as online marketing education. So they can say, hey, have you ever thought about having your own business earning on the internet? It's a great question you can ask. Or have you ever thought about earning money trading cryptocurrency? Great question you can ask. Or have you ever thought about earning money trading foreign exchange currencies? Great questions people can ask for your product. Some of you sell a travel product, right? And you say, hey, have you ever with your travel product, you can teach them to ask a simple question like, have you ever wanted to travel to X or Y or Z, right? Or what's one place you've always wanted to travel to that you haven't yet? Why? Simple question to start a conversation with a travel product. Some of you have weight loss products or fitness products. And with weight loss products, you can ask people, hey, what's been your favorite diet you've ever tried and why, right? It's a great question to ask people, and then open up, have you ever heard of X? Here's a video to check out. Very simple. Some of you have products around sleep or general health or just feeling better with more energy in your life, right? So, hey, what is your favorite way to have more energy during your day? What have you tried? Have you ever heard of X, right? Simple hooks. So start to look at the hooks of what people are actually sharing in the space, and then go ahead and follow up with that and see if that needs to be changed. Many times you don't need to change all your messaging of your whole site or new video production or things that are going to push you back months. And it might just be how people are inviting. So the two things to do, track your stats to know how many people are actually moving forward that are coming to your site. Then add more people to that. And then change your hooks. You don't have to always change all your content. Many times you can just tweak your hooks of how people are inviting others. And that can make a remarkable difference in your life. One last one that I'll leave you with that we see a lot of clients doing today is teaching their folks to invite people in groups instead of inviting onesie twosie. So as an example, if you're teaching people to invite people in groups, you may have people look at sections of their life where you say, hey, these are my friends from church. These are my friends from my kids' school. These are my friends from my board game nights, or whatever it is you like to do for fun in your life, or the friends from the gym. And then you go ahead and invite those people as a group. So you may call all your friends from that specific group and say, hey, my wife and I are doing this project together, and we're inviting everyone from our CrossFit club to participate. Here's the link to see the video. Do you have a moment to watch it? Right? Simple group invitations. That group dynamic can be a lot more powerful than someone just traditionally going back and saying to people, hey, do me a favor and watch this video, or I'd be honored if you took a look at this piece of content. It's a much better post to say, hey, we're getting healthy with a group of friends from our CrossFit club. We know we already work out together. Now we're doing this part for our health, and we wanted to invite you to be a part of it too. We're all getting started next week, and I wanted to see if you had a moment to check out this video. Right? Really simple invitations. So work through that dynamic and then share it, right? Share it with your people until the numbers work, right? In the beginning, many times it can be the tireless effort of getting the momentum of the wheel turning. And then once momentum's moving, it gets amazing. Friends, thank you so much for checking out MLM Monday. If you'd like to see more examples of how people really run their campaigns in the marketplace, or more examples of marketing tools and solutions companies are putting together right now for their field to be successful, send me a private message on Facebook. Would love to connect you to some more resources. Have a blessed day, everybody. Bye for now.